Всіх вітаю, з вами Скоді. Я продовжую проходити Come Deliverance 2. На минулому стрімі я нарешті попав на новий регіон. Якраз таки якраз поза кадром я вже принаймні хоч щось поскладав зі свого старого сету. Не знаю, то не те. Так. О, сундучок є, то файно. Можна відразу поскидувати лишнє. Так, 126, да. Було б це добре якось завітати до пральні, щоб випрати всі речі. Так. Так, напевно, все ж молоком. Угу. Є що ще тут? Да. Це поскидаю. О. Ще дещо поскидувати. Так. До 79 кілограм, все рівно. Немало. «90». «393». Добре. Він гірше за мій нинішній. Ну нічого не поробиш. Прийдеться таскати з собою 3-4 кіло. Ти вже нічого не поробиш. Добре, нормально, можна йти. І от що війна, та і кінець. Нема бажання зараз читати. А і темнота тут з'єлепали. Єтить, колотить.
And with you. I'm sorry.
You see, meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My man trained like that every day.
Admirable. As big as London is army.
Мгм.
Turn up, you have to.
Тут не можна нічого випрати.
Today's a score.
На жаль.
Come here.
Why wouldn't he? Lord Pisak used to be the king's mint master. And everyone knows he's on Wenceslas's side.
Yes, but
But I'm sure you're not afraid of him.
you're right. Let the ginger fox come. Our walls will hold back his army.
Well, most of them at least. Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pullcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
He holds a bone.
Один.
Enough! I give up!
Якось занадто швидко.
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zhishka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? Well, I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army.
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Selets monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh, yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Mesolas and Opatovitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatovitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. So God will, these evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east, and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatowitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Shishka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Chaiskel Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately. Aber warte. Actually, there is one thing. You ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosch. He might have eine Aufgabe for you. See, someone poached a white roebuck in his territory the other day.
A white roebuck? That's a rare sight.
Ja, and Dobrosch takes it as a personal offense. So go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, yeah. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles. I don't have anything else.
All right, thank you. I'll ask around. I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Мечем. Важка і держакова.
Blunt weapons are my favorite. Show me a few tricks.
I'll tell you some interesting things.
Це є. Так, важка зброя. Пітолом. Супротивникам буде важче завоювати щитом ваші атаки важкою зброєю. До того ж, у вас піде менше часу на те, щоб повністю розтрощити ворожий щит своїми ударами. Щоразу, коли ви завдаєте повністю зарядженого удару важкою зброєю ближнього бою, він буде на 10% сильніший. Ви завдаєте на 5% більше шкоди важкою зброєю. Цікаво. Так. Вона, в принципі, взяти. Ну і це візьму. Тут одна навичка. Так, в ватному будинку. Угу. Виверти. Цю навичку візьму. Угу. Це є радійство. 3 навички. Це все візьму. Тоді непомітність. І цю навичку візьму. Це не цікаво. Не цікаво. Таке собі. Кожні 5 рівнів ваша харизма на 1. Ага. Це є.
My friend.
Sir was fine.
And this scar? It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This. I fell off the battlements at Laxenburg Castle.
Lord above! From the walls! And were you conquering or defending that castle, sir?
Well, depends on how you look at it. We were storming a wine cellar, you see.
Ah, I do see. Only maybe you shouldn't go around telling people that, sir. It doesn't sound too heroic.
So what? Heroes like to have a drink too, now and again. I've got loads of scars from real battles anyway. Like here, on my other arm. A groom hit me with a crossbow nearby Yitchin. The boy was nearly 15. Poor fella.
That's how I lost my sweetheart.
Someone shot him?
No, he shot someone else.
Ah, I see.
And what about your eyebrow, sir? It seems a bit crooked. Do you have a scar there too?
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
Well, all right, but he sent for us both. How's it going to look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right then. I'll be going then.
Так, то є. Тепер цікаво, чи можна випрати. Так. Чи потрібно випрати обладунки? Щось да потрібно. Так, можна поговорити? Ні, нельзя.
Careful.
Власне, на
What
цій
do you need,
лазні.
sir?
Не можна покупатися. Я вас зрозумів. Це нагору треба. До речі, що по їжі? 79, нормально.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Well, it wasn't the best circumstances to meet Zizka in. They sent him to the Trotsky region to cause problems, and our paths happened to cross. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zizka orders? Do you know?
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
Bear in mind that my dear cousin, His Majesty King Wenceslas, has many supporters, and each of them has their own ideas about how to defend him.
I understand. It seems complicated.
On the contrary, it's all quite simple. If I could get them all together in one banquet hall, give them their fill of wine and venison, they'd come to an agreement on the spot. Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching. What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Berghoff refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
Я от не знаю, чи варто, чи не варто. Бо дуже важко, як не як.
Not only for him, sir. I may be just a bastard, but that doesn't mean I'm used to begging at castle gates dressed in rags.
Believe me, I didn't intend in the least to make such an insinuation.
Повезло.
In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk.
Isn't Zhishka a bandit too, though?
Zhishka is loyal to Wenceslas, so he's no bandit or cutthroat, but a faithful servant of our king, carrying out resistance against his enemies. But let's move on. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon. And I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Berghoff already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish to stay and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zhishka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumour mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favoured meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Inek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, Then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Should we speed up?
В принципі, не буду використовувати швидку
Road's
подорож.
quiet. The surroundings are pretty. Why rush? At least we won't be so conspicuous.
If you say so.
Так, це куди ми? Це табір Сигізмундовий. Тросківщину. Кажись, можна буде все-таки повернутися на попередній регіон. Висока. Мисковиці. Ось і Кутногора. Бо Орш взагалі погано до мене відноситься. Та схоже, прямуємо якраз таки до Мисковиці.
Shouldn't we speed up? We won't get there before dark like this.
What's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the scenery?
Right. Why hurry? There's plenty of time.
Неймовірна краса. Цікаво, чого він наліво не може нормально повернути голову?
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool!
А може навіть і далі будемо рухатися. Може, що так. Так, то куди ми повернули? Туди. Можливо. Або сюди. Бо я якось, може, завтикав. Говорили про це чи ні? Куди саме? Напряму. Куди саме направляємось? До речі. Статистика. Так я вже проїхав. 93 кілометри. І 262 швидких. Да, що в першому Kingdom Come, що в другому неймовірні краєвиди. Що це він так побіг?
Nice out today. Hey! You nearly ran into me!
Нема що по центру дороги йти. А це кров дали.
Dismount.
Так, це де? Аж тут. Ну, немалий такий крок через Мисковиці. Патовиці. Звісно, можна було би тут проїхати, але табір Сигізмунда.
Our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
I warned you you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
І знову бійка. Пішов, другий і третій.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You'll hand me with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
О, привіт, Соусмін.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Shishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Who's this devil fella of yours, anyway?
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want on your side, but never against you.
And a treacherous old fox, too. One time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a begging hag. They let him in, and he slit their throats in their sleep. I still regret not being there to see that.
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him at night, and you know the rest.
Ha! Well, I could better the way Devil tells it.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubianka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get him there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes your dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by 12 armed guards. We're only 3. So unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody'll listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hid them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that begs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons he may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great! At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
А їх уже прибрали. Так не цікаво. Так, тренувальні. Що це за місцина? Я заберу. Ну і вистачить. Цікаво, що саме в таборі там. До речі, вибрати речі можна десь неподалік. Да, супер.
I should stay with Kubyanka.
Я щось не допетряв. Що мене так поранили чи що?
What is it, Mutt? I should stay with Kubyanka.
Нярка. А, це тут лазні.
If I leave now, the whole plan could go to shit.
Так, випрати весь одяг я хочу.
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to act. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. That's just how my face is.
My condolences, then. Especially to your family. If my wife gave birth to something like that, I wouldn't know whether to fetch a priest or a shovel.
You don't know shit about my family, so keep your mouth shut.
Or what?
Or... you'll see.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived, and the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop a demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks?
Ah, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which... would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
Так, це куди ми? А фіг я знаю, куди саме. До речі, треба було б випити. З нагідок.
What a relief. I just better not piss on my boots or trip over. Oh, almost done. Oh, not done yet. The camp is near. There's a path above the stream leading to it. There were also some pretty rocks nearby. Ada used to wade through that stream every time he went to visit some lass. Or when he was returning. You can smell the wench from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Ada could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at the suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them. Hey lad, come here!
What are we gonna do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much, but we called it home.
This mess?
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders, by the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea. A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're gonna dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by Janor's tent.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it until he woke up covered in caterpillars.
Come on then. We don't have much time.
Так, лопата ж у мене є. Я заст.
I told you I would find it right away. Now just dig it up and we are done.
Won't you give me a hand? It'll go faster if you help me.
I am helping you. I found you the best place. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried it. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
І ще прийдеться тут ходить бродить.
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Why not? It'll make the digging go faster.
Good boy.
I found something in the basket.
Beautiful. Is there enough for both of us?
You can take all of it. I won't be drinking.
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm starting to feel like shit.
All right. At least there's more for me.
Пияка так пияка. Я маю цей Кубенка. Наступне місце ось. Поки він, бляха-муха, дійде.
Right. Enough play. So this is the grave of poor Lodiel. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench.
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If Lodiel is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are.
Ага. Ну, гроші заберу. Та й все.
So, this is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never! I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. There are two kinds of people. Those who work and those who watch. Both are equally important. You can guess which of us is which.
От негідник. Можна сказати, зря, то все виправ.
See? I told you I knew exactly where to find them.
God, why are you punishing me?
Oh, don't cry. We have more important things to do.
Will you take the cannons?
I won't be lugging them around.
Right. Are we going to see Zizka?
Let's go. Or do you want to go alone?
I'd rather go with you. Just in case.
Mount up then. We've wasted enough time as it is.
До речі, скільки вони тут важать? Ага. Добре. Добре, що нічого не важить. Чи є тут де випрати реч? Поблизу нема. Ясно, зрозуміло. А що ти не біжиш?
I think I've heard that one before. How did Zizka put it? The best shot north of the Alps, and also the best singer north of Sasau. Nightingales have nothing on you.
Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back's her best feature. She'll break your heart and you want no other. Forget that damn troll up and drink your wine, brother. from the wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my comrades. Fuck all to eat today. Still we'll be merry. Drink your booze, then we'll make hats roll like berries.
А то хто?
Fucking and boozing and boozing and fucking. Fucking and boozing.
Союзники. Так, хіба що сюди летіти.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
It went smoothly.
That's right. My memory's like,
Civ,
see how well we understand each other.
what's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish! It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
You hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency. Paul!
What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting. We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Що, ніхто не по кому не попав, чи що?
Matilda!
Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiot!
Oh, my
But
heart.
that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
О, бляха-муха.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at this sky again?
бляха.
Listen to me carefully. In the woods around us, we have dozens of archers and crossbowmen. If you don't surrender, we'll shoot you to pieces. We'll kill the rest the old-fashioned way.
Oh, shit! There's barely a dozen of you. If you could kill us all, you'd have done it already.
That's not true at all. There's more of us. Many more.
How many?
A gross. And we have armor, hammers, and cannons.
And you're hiding in the forest with all that gear, right? Have at them! Kill those bastards!
Бляха-муха.
Hey! That one's had it! Don't kill him! This one's mine! Go to hell! Fuck around,
Ясно.
damn it! Nice hit! Overdoing you in a flash!
Show what you're made of!
You're not match for us! You wanna try me? Hit the mark!
Так, давай швидше спати.
Useless! Fuck that! Yeah! Don't spare it! I'll kill you for that! Is that what you call fighting like a man?
Так, спати пішов, добре.
Got him on the You got him!
Ну, нехай розбирається, я тут обберу їх. Таке собі. Тут що? Стріли. А? Так, зброю не буду брати. Непогано. До речі. Йо, у мене була не ця, не бойова одежа. От, ну, гроші такі. До речі, треба відхилитись. Так. Так, це все. Ось. Це заберу. Це все. Кажись, все-таки все. Майже. Так. Треба побільше буде зварить відварів з нагідок.
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better. Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
We need to find John of Liechtenstein and finally rescue Lord Capon.
Who the fuck are they?
You'll learn that soon enough. But we have more important things to attend to. First things first, Henry. How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? Our old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubienka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
All right, I'll go alone. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for a while anyway.
But we don't have time for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kubienka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Or will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
I reckon I don't have a choice, do I?
I like that boy already. No pointless questions, just straight to the task.
At least tell him where to find the bastards.
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived that fuck-up.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bohuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck. Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak. But who knows where they ended up.
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old pack.
In that case, there's no one else left.
Well, you've only given me their names, but I need to know a bit more than that. I don't even know where to start.
Come and see me before you head out. I knew them pretty well, so maybe we can work something out together.
I'll visit the town first. If Catherine's waiting for me there, I'll have to hurry. The sooner we find Liechtenstein, the sooner we can free Capon.
What is it with this bird? What kind of stupid name is that anyway?
I'll tell you everything before Henry returns. Henry, you should hurry up and come right back here once you're done. Do you understand?
Ну, можна і вирушати. Так іде цей кошмар.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
Де він тут бродить? А ось він стоїть.
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way. Do you have a room for us? At least for a few days.
But of course. We have 2 free rooms just upstairs. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother cleaning them, innkeeper.
Treadlight. The name's Treadlight.
I've come for my dog.
About time. He's a hungry beast.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
There's talk that young Bruttons form a fight club in Horsham. Maybe they'll let you into their circle. I heard there's a haunting in Old Cutner. There was a great tragedy one time in the mine near there. It's abandoned now. The ground collapsed, and a pit to hell opened up there. And then Smolka came by. She's the one who runs the bathhouse across the street. She said a fella came in, all restless and fidgety, saying he wanted a girl. That he wanted to take her somewhere else, and Smolka wouldn't have it. But when he offered to pay double, she agreed. You know how it is. These days, every groschen counts.
Was he a fucking pig?
If only that.
So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Smolka couldn't get her to talk about what happened, but it wasn't pretty. I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises, her knees blooded. Not a pretty sight.
Who was this fella?
The way Smolka described him to me, he must have come with Sigismund's army. Probably a deserter. I've seen a few of those around here.
Have you any idea where I could find him?
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd's abandoned dugout, just outside the forest nearby.
I'll take care of him.
I'm glad to hear it. And don't spare him. A lot of scum is coming here, but enough is enough. When you're done with him, go to see Smolka at the bathhouse. She'll be glad to have one less thing to worry about. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Так, добре.
I'll have a look.
Так, що у нього по товарах взагалі? Дійство. Можна взяти.
Let's talk about... Sure. Aye. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Приводу обладунків, одежі. Щось дає де-інде. А так, в принципі, нормально. А що, сюди так просто не попасти, чи що? О, не тут. Це сусідня кімната моя. А ось вона, а не сусідня. Зрозуміло.
Coming right up.
Так яка тут швидкість перезарядки у цього арбалета. Немало у мене все ж таки ще кілограм зайнято. Я тут мене скинуть. Я от не знаю. Арбалет все-таки скину.
What are you doing, you whistler?
Так, і це мені куди? Тоже потім буду. Аж сюди чесати. Добре.
Quick!
Так, це правильно? Да, правильно вирішив.
Ja! Go! Ka! 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 Go! Quick!
Ну і ну тут смалять.
Whoa, whoa.
Це, я так розумію, конюшня тут? Чи що?
Go!
Схоже на те, да. Так, кінь собі кінь. Те саме. Ого! Ого, Міра. Але сміливості чуть-чуть не дістає, але 450 кг по вантажність. Непогано. Можна вночі прийти викрасти. Біл 425. Ні, Міра поки що тут найкращий кінь. Ну то вже пізніше буду розбиратися. Де кращий кінь? Так, це мені куди потрібно? Вниз.
Quick!
Так, куди?
Go! God! Quick!
Нічого. Куди?
God! Quick!
Я ж правильно? Да, правильно рухаюсь.
Go! Go! Quick! God!
Що тут? Спалений табір.
Quick!
Спалений ліс. Окей. Спалена пастка, спалений сховок. От, сховок.
Good dog, Mutt. Show me.
Зміна, серце, ріг, гроші, сіль, шкура. Так, до речі, чи є тут кочівники? Питання. Це Данемарк. Рокади. Тимбурка. Торговець кіньми. Мегалези спалені. Да, величенька мапа тут. Так, десь тут була спалена пастка. Ось вона. Поліпшений мисливський болт. Таке собі.
Go! Quick! Ka!
А це розбійники, походу.
You're in for an ass kicking!
I'm all yours.
Take that fuck!
Та давай спати. Так, спати. Добре. Ого, непоганий. А. Теоретично мене таки непогано продати. І дешеві щити. Це міщани, на що тут? Ну, гроші хіба що заберу. А це шляхтич. Якийсь він бідний. Так, іще один міщанин. Що є, то є. Так, похилитись треба обов'язково. Ні, не хочу зараз. До речі, де тут мене випрати речі швидко? Винний льох. Це що? Седлицький монастир. Цікаво, чи буде тут таке завдання в монастиру? Туди, Стара Кутна. Так, краще тут вмитися, щоб змити кров.
Go!
Туди мені завітати потрібно буде.
Quick!
Або просто тут вмитися.
Go!
Нагора.
All die guten
Whoa, whoa.
Stop fooling around.
Are
on
you
that wall.
blind? Don't be coy. My wares will bring you joy.
Law of the land applies to everyone, and even the king has to answer to God's law. This man, though, he laughs at the law. He broke into the house of his neighbour, an honest businessman supporting his family. He waited till they were all asleep, forced the lock, and just wandered in. And there he stole everything he could lay his hands on. Just listen. Coin, jewellery, silver goblets, 2 pairs of shoes, a sack of carrots, and a nearly new jacket. And what did he do then? He went down the road and tried to flog it all. He said he bought everything from merchants and peddlers. And to cap it all, he charged eye-watering prices. But his luck was out. One merchant could tell the goods were stolen and reported him straight away. And before he knew it,
Anything you
it was
need.
in irons. And you can see the outcome for yourselves. He'll stay here till his back feels like a plank of wood, his legs are like lead, and his name is Mud. Let this be a warning to you.
Are you blind or just your horse?
Ось таки тут можна буде капусти купити.
You know what she's like. Since the two of you had that quarrel, she turned her back on the whole family.
Так, це тут, я так розумію.
Slammed the door in my face. I'm not going to leave myself.
Did you bring anything back with you?
Henry, I was wondering when you'd turn up.
The big city. There's no place like it.
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
I see the owner's got a sense of humour.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's a joke. You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So, goat skin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
He might know where they're holding Capon.
I'm sure lots of people might know that.
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is. You never know these days.
But who is he? And why is he in Kuttenberg?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noble men's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
Добре. До речі, цікаво, тут можна зупинитися. Іде тут шинкар цей. Шинкарка ярка.
What are you here for today?
I'd like to eat and spend the night.
We'd be honored, sir. And for how long?
I need to stay for a longer time.
Aye, that can be arranged if you have the coin.
Let's talk about the price.
Very well then.
What would you say to this?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. I knew we'd come to an agreement. Our beds are clean, and you can eat as much as you'd like, sir.
Where can I find my room?
Easy. You just go upstairs, and immediately on the left, you'll see the door with the green wreath hanging above it.
Blurt it out to the
Добре.
first person I meet.
No, I just...
Так, дай сюди.
And what can I get for you? Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
А, тут такі торгівля. Це сюди. Ого. Ого. Тут навіть дві ці кроваті. На любій можна спати. Непогано. Да. О, набір пушкаря ще є. О. Що це за кімната така цікава? Порожня сукня. О. О. Непогано. Непогано. В принципі, щось можна відразу сюди закинути викрадене. Маю все-таки просто в коня закину і все. По навичках. Дійство на максимум, непомітність майже. Так, то куди мені тут потрібно? Ага, це в ту сторону.
Heal!
Так, що я тут було поцуплено? Угу. Коня, коня. О, це я забув скинути. Ну да нічого.
Greetings, sir.
Рибалка.
My humble respects.
Тут Едемський. Де не потрапити? Принаймні зараз.
My humble respects.
О, тут його протиречі можна. Добре. Не можна потрапити.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Into my yard. And I'm telling you, that piece of land is mine. You're pouring it over the fence. Your brother built that fence, and he did it all wrong. He's a complete fucking idiot, he is. Then you should have taken it up with him. Ah! Well, when he's as deaf as a post. Anyway, that's where I dumped the shit, because that's where you made your dunghill.
shame.
Even though I begged you not to. You know I've got apples on the other side, and they fall right into that shit.
Going to
I
end
don't
well.
give a fuck.
Quiet there.
But don't you dare climb over that fence.
May God give you health,
And if you've
sir.
got a problem with that, take your grievance to the bailiff. Yeah, like he'll side with me when he's your brother-in-law. So don't go there then. But I don't want your shit on my property. This is my land. You know what? I'll build an outhouse next to that dunghill. Then you'll have somewhere to drop your shit. A bigger bastard the world has never seen. Apart from that deaf brother of yours, you're a family of whore sons. What did you say? You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit. Hey.
Так, ще раз. Це кого мені шукати? Бордюк. Дем'ян.
What's that noise?
Watch and learn.
And a
Поцючка.
What was that? What's that sound?
What's that?
I'll be done with you in a flash.
What's that? Hey!
О, от і хламідник. Хламидник.
These days, no one's ever really safe.
Ні, це бордюк треба на хламидник. Халамидник. Це що, всі тут халамидники?
Filthy vermin.
One last beer, he says.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
God be with you.
Так, привіт. Бадник, жабрак.
Greetings to you, friend.
same to you.
What a nice day.
Да. От нікого. Туди не потрапити. Це таке схоже, спочатку потрібно у шинкаря дізнатися, де він. Голіаф. Кольчужні рукавиці.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
You'd be surprised the people I know.
So you know where I can find him?
Look here, youngster. Whether I know him or not, the main thing is I don't know you. Got it?
I might be a stranger, yeah. But everyone had to come here for the first time once, didn't they?
Well, that's true enough. This alehouse hasn't stood here since the creation of the world. Although some of the guests look like they have. If you need something, ask Chenyek. I just pour ale. And he might even tell you something about that bastard. I never liked him much anyway.
You're talking as if he's not here anymore.
Kurva. Just go and see Chenyek. I don't know nothing.
What's new in the city?
From what I heard, not far from here, in the Hopbrink, some woman is repairing a building that used to be a bathhouse.
Do you know her?
Not at all. I just heard about it. But give it a try if you'd like. Maybe it'll be worth your while. Oh, there was this bloke here dressed really fancy. Johann Parler by name. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll take on any job. Why don't you go and see him? I think he said he lived in the inn, in the merchant's quarter. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you, innkeeper.
Це є. Так, тепер потрібно пошукати Ченека.
Greetings to you too.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
Ченек.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
Who are you? And your people?
Well, I'm Chenyek.
All right. But why all that horse shit about whether I'd fit in with you or not?
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of people what have their own rules. Although folk usually think we don't play by no rules.
Ah, I reckon I see now.
Grand.
Одне з двох, або завдання виконати, або просто йому заплатити, бо це от я не зможу його уговорити, вмовити. А це, скоріш за все, призведе до втрати репутації.
You don't know me, and you don't want to tell me anything. I get that. But there must be some way I can get you to trust me. I'm sure there are things I can help you with.
Course there is. But we're mainly looking for fellas what can handle themselves. Ever since this town got a new lord, we've had to use a bit of violence now and again, innit?
I don't have any problem with violence.
Most times a fella tells me that, it ends badly for him. Anyways, if you want to join us and get some jobs, go across the yard to the barn. You'll find Goliath there, and he'll let you know if you're up to it or not. And if you get through that alive, come back here and we'll talk.
I'll be on my way.
Добре.
All right. And if you feel up to it, go and see Goliath.
Oh well. Now just this. Same to you.
Chenyek sent me. He said you're supposed to try me out.
You don't seem worth bothering if it's what Chenyek wants. First take that kit off. Take off all your armor. Best strip off on top, or at least to your shirt. And no weapons.
Ага. Я вас зрозумів.
Well, shall we fight?
You again? Fine by me. Come on then.
Про
What the? See you on. Ha! Ah! Ha! Ah! Ha! We're gonna get you. Ha! Ah! Ha! Ha! Ah! Jesus! I'm here! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Ah! You want to try me?
двоє на одного.
You're no match for us, fucker!
Show what you're made of! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh!
Та взагалі офігів цей чувак. Сам послав битися.
Wake up!
Да, якорний бабай. І не говори, що це збереження було невідомо коли.
Excuse me. Prepare to fight.
Ну, хоча б з другого разу тут все нормально.
You surprise me. Not many fellas can stand up to Goliath.
You know how it is. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. It's all in the technique, innit, mate?
You ain't wrong. If you want to give it another go, have a word with Mole. We have this contest, if you get my drift. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here?
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd, seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, But that goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for each other, but there's limits, innit?
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's Patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner, and then there's the big bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted place so big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
I'll stop by later and we'll see what comes of it.
Grand.
По роботу
Таке,
я
friend.
краще пізніше до нього загляну. Так, і знову повернути одежу, яку я зняв треба. Ну. До речі, що тут по коням? Такий собі кінь. Ще гірший. Також такий собі. Так, аж туди чесати треба.
In your chamber. I looked for you there.
I told you.
Good evening. What do you need?
What do you have for sale? Довгі луки. Ого, непогано, до речі, що у мене там на 150 всього-навсього лук. Ну хоча б це є. 230. Як варіант його можна придбати. Але він другої якості, а не третьої. Це мене насторожує. Просто цікаво, чи є третьої якості подібний лук.
I'd like to discuss. Well, I was glad to be of help to you.
Добре, дякую. Це що Пушкар Прокоп Елдріс. Це взагалі не в ту сторону пішов. Ну, завітаю до Пушкаря.
At your service.
Гінник молочний.
Verdammt, hochnäsig. Grüß Gott. Was brauchst du, mein Herr?
Show me your wares.
Так. Стрілецька гаківниця. Так. Соняшно, так, ствол знизу оснащений гаком, за допомогою якого можна зачепити зброю з якоюсь перешкодою і таким чином обмежити віддачу під час стрільби. Конкретно цей виріб вилитий майстерним пушкарем із бронзи, тож із нього можна вести стрільбу без побоювань, що він розпадеться. Це також візьму.
I'd like to do something about that.
Das. Ei. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Це добре. Так. Не зараз, не зараз.
Praise the Lord. Greetings.
Цікаво, чи можна буде тут якусь хату собі придбати. Ось подібне.
May God give you help, sir.
Good people, spare a groschen for a suffering.
My respect. Good boy.
Навіть не уявляю, як то було жити в середньовіччі зимою саме. Особливо попрошайкам. Скільки то було дуже і дуже тяжко. Це що за місцина звалище?
Fair maidens and women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth. Men's cruelty and wickedness. You may say that God created Adam and
My respects.
Так, це, я так розумію, потрібно вечора чекати, да? Угу. О, бах.
I'm sorry.
Тепер зрозуміло, чого вони тут стоять.
I'm at your service, sir.
And with you. How did it go? I went to see him, but he threw me out. You're surprised? But it was just a simple misunderstanding. Bollocks, a misunderstanding. You made a fool of yourself, all right. What am I supposed to do then? You should go and see the Greek. Nobody else can help you.
Так я кудись не туди зайшов. Принаймні не так, як потрібно.
Because I don't think he'll be able to solve my problem.
А, це з іншої сторони там заходить.
My respects.
God bless, and with you.
I apologize.
Так, поговорить треба. Не поговориш.
Greetings, my friend.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
I don't know him, but this is a miner's tavern. They'll know better than me. Or Wayman the innkeeper might know something. Farewell, good sir.
Greetings to you.
Lord be with you.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
Aye, Goatskin. That rings a bell. But I don't come here often. See if there's something you want to know, ask the miners. This is their tavern.
Excuse me.
Так.
Apparently the city council is organizing another collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Are they out of their bloody mind? They had
Іде шинкарка. Куди вона вже встигла піти?
Certainly. Have no fear.
Алло. Та що вона не хоче про того бордюка говорить?
God be with you.
That poor me once. I dropped.
You alright, kidder?
I'm looking for a bloke called Goatskin. Do you know him by any chance? I heard he hangs around here.
Goatskin? I've heard of him, aye. But we don't come to War Tavern, that's for sure. We ain't no saints. Literally. And we don't stoop to rubbing shoulders with the likes of him. And he ain't interested in us either.
Any idea what places he goes to?
Hard to say. He hangs around this area, and the word is he's got some wench in the bathhouse in the Heradic quarter, round the corner from here.
You said he's not interested in you.
Aye, spot on, mate. For one thing, us yakkers always leave the tavern with nowt in our purses. He won't get nothing from us. And besides, you won't want to piss off a drunk yakker, kidder. Goatskin would rather rob some Deutsche merchant. There's more glint in it.
Do you know anything about his girl? Like, her name?
Nah, I just heard about it. It's raj as fuck. Goatskin, clarty as sin, and a sticky-fingered bugger with a bathhouse wench. Mind, the lasses round here are the canniest. Minging ones didn't work in the baths, like.
That's all I need to know. Thanks.
Well,
Kidder,
good sir.
why you just standing there? Come over here. I won't take no for an answer.
Так, значить потрібно до лазні. Сюди. Сюди топати треба.
Good day.
Який тут лабіринт?
Careful.
God give you help, sir.
Why not? I'll sit for a spell.
Sit down, have an ale, and you won't be sorry you did. I've got a canny job for you.
Where's the stay gone?
You're always welcome here, noble sir. Damn aching legs.
Та мені куди ще далі топати? Прямо, да. Тут. О, Польнер.
I'll give you some sweet nectar, and then maybe something more. A blessed evening to you.
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. How about it?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers.
One beer.
Oof. That's some strong stuff. Whoa. What is it?
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How'd you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here? Only my throat is still burning like hell.
Хоч би не обікрала просто.
I wonder if Goatskin is around here somewhere. Oh shit. Did I say that out loud? Maybe I am a little drunk. Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to. From all over the place. But mainly Lausitz. But there aren't so many these days, unfortunately.
How come?
I don't know, but it's a pity. Merchants tend to have bulging purses. They'll come back, though. There's one German here right now, as it happens. Udo, he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him. He ain't interested in our services.
He just drinks here.
Drinks and plays dice. Almost every evening.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin, so I ain't telling you this for nothing. See you later, my friend.
Так, поголяр.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
I thought you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... Oh, never mind.
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff, in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me. Take care then.
Так, значить, далі мені потрібно знайти Так. Марія. Ага, так.
I give them a head and neck massage as well. And I give their backs a proper kneading.
От і Марія.
Girls do that.
I'm looking for Goatskin. Do you know him?
My, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know goat skin, but don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
Why is he hiding? Who from?
How should I know? He's never far from trouble. Goes with his trade, doesn't it?
Where is he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
Come on now. Do I really look like someone who'd want to hurt him?
No, you don't.
You see? I'm trying to help Goatskin. But I can't do that if I don't know where he is.
Help him? With what?
With this situation he's in. It's complicated. And the less you know, the better.
All right. I understand. He gets me into enough trouble as it is.
There you go. So where's he hiding?
There's a yard behind the bathhouse leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse Tavern. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind a wall. There's a funny little window at the top. That's where.
I'll look for it.
Help him, will you? I'm starting to be afraid for him.
I'll see what I can do. It's not easy.
To you a pleasant evening.
Добре, дякую за підсказку. Де його шукати? Так. Туди. А що тут по конях? Таке собі. Те ж саме. Так, я ж не пройшов? Ні. Це десь тут повинно бути.
This looks like the barn Mary was talking about. But how to get in there?
Можна пройти. Також не можна.
Greetings.
Can you help me out?
What is it you need?
I'm just looking for something.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
This is my first time in the city, and I don't know my way around. Do you?
Yes, I know my way around a bit.
I'm sure you can help me then. I'm looking for a tavern. The Emperor Charles?
but I don't even know what quarter it's in. I only know the merchant quarter.
Шефський квартал, Вальський квартал. Без поняття, я і сам.
That's the Italian quarter.
Italian quarter? That must be where the Italian court is then, is it?
Yes.
Thanks. I heard the food at that place is fantastic. Folks say their roasts fit for a king.
Hey, get your hands off me! Give that back!
What are you doing out there at night?
Від мене не втічеш. Бляха-муха, не те, що хотів, зробив. Потрібно було просто його обікрасти, а не спати вкладати. Так, це цікаво. Вдалося знайти, як пробратися туди.
Quiet! Go away! What are you doing out there at night?
А ти що без цього факела ходиш?
What are you doing out there?
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
То як туди пробратися? Так. Ось же проход. Прохід. Йо. А це вдало, мовно кажучи,
It looks like
погнався за
Goatskin isn't
тим.
here. I suppose I wait for him to turn up.
Ясно, ну, так сказать, вдало погнався за тим крадієм. То, походу, він таки вранці вернеться. От і він.
Hey, are you Goatskin by any chance?
Yeah, that's me, what do you want?
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel on his God if he wants.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. I know somewhere you can hole up. Help me, and I'll pay you back.
Well, I'd like to know what place you have in mind, innit?
Do you know the Devil's Den?
But it's a shithole. They ain't too fond of me neither. And the feeling's mutual, like, to tell the truth.
Aye, but you're thinking of the band that used to be there. Now it's my comrades who have it under their thumb. Just tell them Henry sent you, and they'll let you stay a while. If you help me, that is.
That don't sound too bad. Folks are getting fed up with me here. What'll it cost me?
Just some information. That's all.
All right. What do you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Who is this Samuel you're so afraid of?
He just hired me. He's one of them lot. You know, them Jews, innit? He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, you know, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see?
I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
I'll be going then. And you should disappear. Now you've got somewhere to go.
All right, listen, now you've helped me out, I'll be hitting the road, soon at any rate, so I can let you have something. It won't be no use to me anyways.
I'm all ears.
I put some things aside. It's a well-hidden stash, but it ain't easy to get to it, and I ain't gonna risk it now.
That sounds interesting. Where is it?
In them secret, you know, tunnels under the city.
Tunnels? Secret passageways? Stop blethering and tell me where it is.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. I've learnt the way. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, you know, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Walk around underground? How are you going to teach me? You said you were going to pack up and go.
Aye, like, look, if I tell you, it won't be no secret no more, innit? Wait and see.
Let's get this straight. You want me to pay you to tell me a secret, which will help me find your stash, which you say is somewhere underground, and I don't even know what's in it.
That's about the long and short of it. But I reckon it's good to know how to move around the city. You know, unseen, like.
Oh, Christ almighty. How much do you want?
Not much. Just a bit to help me, you know, get by.
Right. Out with it. That's the last coin you'll get out of me.
Можна було і
It's
вмовити
like
все-таки.
this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, you know, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
A treasure map? You're yanking my piss, aren't you?
No, I swear, on my Mars soul. It ain't a treasure map, it's a map of what's below ground.
Big difference. Where's this map, then?
I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye, he was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. It were his most prized possession. But watch out, the gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
Christ, what a load of guff. If I don't find anything, watch out for me.
Don't worry, you look like you know what's what and that. I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go.
Та й таке. І цікаво, де саме... То саме. Дерево. Так, ще мене з ним поговорити.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Непомітність. В принципі. Ну да, непомітність мені ще потрібна.
I'd like to...
What is this?
I need some tips on how to stay hidden in a crowd.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
Що ж, на зараз я вже буду тоді завершувати даний стрім. Всім дякую за перегляд, всім до побачення.